Hey everyone. Okay, let me adjust this video. Because before I actually turned it on, it looked a little different. Okay. I don't want to see just my face, I'm sure. Okay. So welcome to my channel. LuLaRoe Hannah Q. My last name is Quijada, so I just do the Q because it's easier. And yes, I did get corporate approval. So according to the rules and regulations, it has to be first name, last name. So I'm just going to address that and get that out of the way. LuLaRoe Hannah Q. I did get corporate approval to use Hannah Q because of the constant misspellings that I get all the time with my last name. So you can find me across the board on social media with LuLaRoe Hannah Q. And I am actually very new to LuLaRoe. I heard about it first a year ago. And so today what I'm going to talk about is a little bit of everything. I'm going to talk about my why, talk about how I heard of LuLaRoe, and kind of where I'm at from the time that I signed up until today, which is a very exciting time. I'm officially out of the queue. Yes! I'm out of the queue, but I'm still waiting for my inventory, which should be here in about 2 days. So, okay. So to start off, I've done several different direct marketing, direct sales, network marketing, MLMs. I've done several different businesses. Anything from romance enhancements, selling law services, home services, all sorts of different things. And to help products as well. And I'm a firm believer of a couple of things. One, just because your next door neighbor does a phenomenal job and is highly successful doesn't mean that you're going to be, or that I'm going to be. And I'll explain why I think that. And then two, finding the right business opportunity is like finding a spouse or a partner. Just because they were great with their ex or because someone else thinks they're great doesn't mean they're the right partner for you. And just because they're super sweet and kind and they have different quality and traits that you're looking for, it doesn't make them the right fit. I think it takes time. It takes a lot of research and a lot of dedication, or not necessarily dedication in finding information, but being willing to do the research and to learn about the company culture and all that sort of thing, which I do have on another YouTube video that you can look at from before with talking about different things to look for in finding a network marketing company. So I'm actually part of two companies, LuLaRoe and Peach. Peach is a women's intimate and apparel company. Apparel used very lightly in the sense that it's leisure wear. It's not stuff that you really wear out and about walking around because of the material and how everything is, which is great. I focus more on the bras with them anyway. So they're measured to fit bras, which is awesome. A lot of us women need that, and it's a lot of great information that we give. But there are a lot of things that I struggled with that company. And it wasn't the company, it was me. I loved it. I believed in the opportunity and the business model. But where I'm at with life, 2 little children, a 6 and a 3-year-old, which are home and very quietly, knock on wood. Let's hope they don't get too loud and get crazy. So, and I just realized that I'm spending way too much time, like with a lot of companies, spending way too much time, and I'm not making enough money. I'm spending all this time away from my family. I'm busting my butt to make $50, $100, $500, $1,000 a month, and it's not enough. It's enough for a lot of people, but it's not. And then I started looking at stats, and I saw, oh wow, less than 5% of people in network marketing, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry, but less than 5% actually make a 6-figure income, much less are millionaires. And I have an issue with that. I have an issue with that, or with all the work that we do. So anyways, so I started to become open to another business opportunity, but it needed to be a real business. It needed to be one where the ROI was significantly higher, and I wouldn't be working my butt off just to make less than $1,000 a month. So I came across LuLaRoe actually from some of my Peach clients. I said, oh, I don't have $75 to spend on a bra. I don't have $75 period. And then 2 weeks later, they spend $500 on LuLaRoe. I was like, okay, talk about priorities, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. No judgment from me. But I'm like, wow, who is this LuLaRoe? What is this LuLaRoe? I look at the patterns and I'm like, oh God, those are awful. But not all of them are. But there's something for everyone. That's what's so amazing. There's something for everyone. A lot of people like those patterns that I find a bit tacky. But yet I'm also learning how to style, what things go with what. And if someone's happy wearing that, they feel beautiful and confident and comfortable, who am I to say anything against it? So, which I won't. So the business opportunity is pretty phenomenal. The numbers are hard to believe, actually. If you're already in network marketing, you've done other opportunities and you've had your experiences, it's really hard to believe some of these numbers because they're crazy high. And but it's a real business. I invested $6,000 into this business. $6,000, which is a lot of money for us. I'm not working, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So $6,000 was a huge chunk for us. And so I invested that money into the business, and it's pretty much all inventory. And so I'm going to treat it like a business, of course. Why wouldn't you? You're going to have that type of investment. You're going to treat it like a business and make good money. So there's the financial aspect to LuLaRoe. The financial benefit comes with my children being able to play sports and extracurricular activities, my husband being able to take art class, us being able to take better vacations, and being able to fly family in from South America that just don't get to come, my kids being able to see my parents that are in another state. And it allows for a fuller quality of life. But it also allows to give back to the community, and it frees up, because when your finances are paid for and your bills are paid for and you're not thinking about, oh, where am I going to come up with this money? Dude, we've got rent due in 2 weeks. Example, got rent due in 2 weeks, but I'm short like $500. Where's that money going to come from? You're short because something happened with your car and you got to replace those parts. And, so you have life. And so having everything taken care of is a huge blessing, and it frees up that time in your mind to be able to focus on what you're really supposed to be doing and to be able to be centered and listen to your intuition, which I love. Okay, so the financial aspect is pretty huge for me, actually, because it's not just money. It's way more than that. And then being able to give back. So those are pretty much my whys. Being able to give back. Being able to think about how I want to give back to the community. I've always wanted to, but I've never done it because I either didn't have the time, or I didn't have the money, or I didn't have someone to watch my child, which equates to time and money, or children. So I'm really excited about that. I've already started to look at a couple of nonprofits that I want to start participating with, and with time I'll begin to narrow down those lists. So what did I say I was going to talk about? Okay. So that's my why, kind of a quick, clean. Another thing about LuLaRoe that I believed would happen, but it was hard to truly foresee it and to know when and to say, okay, yeah, this is really going to happen, which is my husband's support. I've done a lot of different direct selling companies, and I've never really had his support. I built it and I did fine. It was no big deal. Wasn't what it could have been, but because they just weren't the right opportunities for me. I wasn't the best fit. But my husband has been on board with this from day one. Day one. He was like, okay, show me the numbers. How does it work? You buy wholesale, you sell retail. You can sell online or in person. Online, how does that work? You take care of all the shipping. You come up with all the rules and how you want to manage that. You basically have a storefront boutique that you run out of your home when it's convenient to you. You set up the rules when you ship, how often you ship, when you do your parties, how often you do your parties. You You have a lot of control over those aspects. And he was like, okay, online boutique, let's do it. So it's just to have his support. And he's excited for it. He's been cheering me on, rooting me on from day one. He actually wants to know what's going on. What have I done on LuLaRoe today? What do I want to do? And why don't I do it? What's my thought process behind it? What can we do to make things better, more efficient from a business standpoint, and then from clientele standpoint? And it's great to have this person I can kind of go back and forth with, who is invested, who's a bit biased in their investment because he's my husband, but he's taking part in everything. And the kids are slowly becoming to do so a little bit more. They're 6 and 3, so there's only an X amount of things they're going to really help with. But it's a family business. LuLaRoe is a business founded by a family, literally, and it's made for families. It's made to better families and the community. And I can't imagine a better opportunity than what I have with LuLaRoe. For me, it's not for everybody. And that's totally fine. Totally fine. You got to find what works for you. Take it, run with it, blow up your market. And then, okay, so how I started with LuLaRoe, June 9th, I applied and I submitted my paperwork. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and people past my date got onboarded, and I waited. People who applied after me got onboarded, and I waited, because that's what happens. You have a company that's growing so crazy fast. Not everything's going to be perfect all the time, and that's okay. I don't care, because once you're onboarded, you're done. You're done with the mess. And I did a lot of preparation. I came up with a plan. When my stuff ships in, I'm going to do this 2 days later, this 3 days later, this 4 days later. I'm going to have a Facebook party. I'm doing 5 launches, 5 launch parties. One is open the box. It's a shop the box party. Shop the box. It's an unpacking party. Sorry. First one's an unpacking party, unboxing. I'm going to have 5 of my friends come over. They're going to bring their kids, if they have kids. And we're going to have some drinks, mimosas, bellinis, whatever it is, and some snacks. And we're going to unbox. We're going to hang everything up. They're going to shop. They're going to help me get prepared. So we'll be done in a few hours because I'm doing the basic kit. I'm doing the very basic kit with no add-ons. And right now that's about $5,355. Ish. So there's my first party. Second one, I'm going to do a small pop-in. So my stuff will get here Wednesday. We'll unbox Wednesday. Thursday, I'll kind of prepare, get everything ready. Friday, the 10th, 11th, 12th, August the 12th, I will do a kind of small pop-up. More like a just come shop if you want to, if you can't make the actual open house. The 13th, August 13th, which is a Saturday, I'm going to do my in-house open house big pop-up. I'm actually not going to do much for it. I'm just going to invite everybody in the world to come over, and the dogs and their moms and their kids and whomever. And I don't have that big of a house either, so you don't have to have a big house. I have about a 1,500 square foot house. And no real space for LuLaRoe to be presented. So it doesn't matter. People don't care. They want to shop. And what else was I going to say? So there's 1, 2, 3, which is going to be the big one. And then I'll start taking pictures on Sunday to post online. Monday is a corporate training here in Phoenix, Arizona. And so I'm going to go to that. And then I have a online party for a friend on Wednesday. So I'm going to continue to take pictures Tuesday and Wednesday, get prepared for that. And then Thursday is going to be my weekly pop-up, my online boutique for my Facebook group. And then I'll do the big Facebook group event then on that Thursday. And so that's 1, 2, 3, that's 4. I will do a live shopping as well. I don't know when. Actually, I haven't decided that. I will probably either do it next weekend or early the following week. And then I need to do a Periscope one. So it's actually six. So they're all going to get different people to come in. And because traditionally, I have a hard time getting people to show up and shop when I do pop-ups and things like that. Not with LuLaRoe, but with other companies I've done. LuLaRoe is completely different, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I just want to make sure. I need to make some good money. I've got to pay back this investment quickly, and I need to grow my inventory. I can only grow my inventory if I have more, if people are buying. And I'm not in this to donate my time. Let's be real. So I have a lot of parties that I'm going to do my first week because my goal is to have around $3,000 in sales my first 7 to 10 days of being open for business. Yes. That is my goal. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I completed my paperwork June 9th. That's my date. Then I went, then I waited and I prepared. I came up with a plan and wording and flyers I did on postermywall.com. I watched videos of a lot of other stylists. I talked to people. I let people know that this is what I'm doing and I'm really excited about it. And this is why I'm doing it because it's different, it's unique, and it's a real business opportunity. And it's so much better for my family. And for those who saw my husband and I suffer and have some tough times, and they're now seeing the benefits, even though money hasn't come in, it's been amazing. It's a huge blessing. Okay, testimonial on itself. So, and then I got the call. I was one of the crazy people that called in every day for like 5 days in a row. When is my call coming? Have I missed it? People passed my data onboarding. Have I missed it? Yes, and I spent hours on the phone, but I did. And it resulted, super cool, it resulted in me getting connected to a guy who said, well, let me make sure that you've been assigned, remember those words, you've been assigned, or that someone has been assigned to your case. I was like, well, what does that mean? I haven't been assigned. What does that mean? Well, have I? And he, so he kind of flagged my account. And then within 24 hours, I got an email saying that all is good. And I got a call. So it's hard to be patient, but I wasn't too patient, and I don't regret it. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so June 9th to August 3rd. I onboarded August 3rd. Basic package, nothing special. Basic package. And so August 3rd is a Tuesday. I got an email this morning. Today is August 8th. Today's August 8th. I got an email from UPS stating that I am awaiting packages. I'm waiting for boxes. So it looks like there's some things on back order. I'm totally fine with. I just need some inventory to get started. I'll take whatever I can get. And I did some live videos on Facebook, lots of attraction. I did some good giveaways from some of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. They talked about, other LuLaRoe girls talked about some good ideas for giveaways. And I'm not used to doing giveaways, so it feels like a really big deal to me. But I am doing every 25 people you add to my group, you get one entry to win a $25 of free product credit a month for 12 months. So a year of $25 a month for free product credit, which is a lot. It's around $400. And I have some other things, LuLaRoe bucks, and just different stuff. I'm trying to get a lot of interaction. So I have about 136 people in my group today. So I'm hoping to have about 2,000 people in my group by the end of the month. Sometimes the larger your group is, the more exposure and opportunity you have to sell something. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. So feel free, if you haven't joined my group, go to facebook.com/group/LuLaRoe Hannah Q. That's HANNAHQ. And I think that is all I have to say today. My kids are really quiet. I expected them to come down and yell and scream like they have all morning. So I'm on across the board on all different social media outlets at LuLaRoe Hannah Q. I'd love to have you jump in my Facebook group and shop. If you're locally, you can stop by anytime. Let me know. And I am obviously growing my team. I'm happy to talk about the LuLaRoe business opportunity. I have a lot of information because I did a lot of research. I wanted to know what the average statistics were for the lowest income earners and the highest income earners. I wanted to know a lot of information. So I have it. And whoever you decide to partner with LuLaRoe, whoever you decide to sign under, I highly encourage you to do your research. Interview upline. Just because I introduce you to LuLaRoe and we have that conversation doesn't mean you have to go with me. You need to go with someone that you click with and that you, I don't think click is the right word, but you know what I'm saying, that you get along with and that there's a connection, because that is who will be working with you. And because you can't switch sponsors. Once you're in, you can't switch sponsors. So you at least want to make sure that there's someone you can grow and develop a relationship with. And there's nothing wrong with it. And if someone has an issue that they introduced you to LuLaRoe and then you went with someone else, that's their problem. Because at the end of the day, you need to do what's right for you, your family, and your business. At the end of the day. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have regarding LuLaRoe, and pass off any information that I have as far as the business opportunity goes. And I think that's it. Have any questions? Feel free to comment below. Facebook group is LuLaRoe Hannah Q. See you later. Bye.